Right guys, I thought it's about time I did a few motorbike videos now. Now they've got the fire in and stuff like that, all that's done. So, my Thunderace, buried under all that shite there, I was gonna, and the engine's over there, I was gonna do something with it and customise it, make it into a 1040 turboed fucking fire breathing monster or something. But I've got to change of plan. What I'm going to do now is that engine is going to go back into that bike as a standard road bike, and it's going to get built back up with all the shit that's up there, look, and the exhaust and stuff. It's going to get built back up. I'm going to MOT it and run it as a normal bike. The reason being is because I've got another engine, another frame, another swing arm, another wheel, rear wheel, another front wheel, and I've got a bid on some R1 forks at the moment. So that's going to be my project instead of this one. So what I'm going to do today is have a tidy up, get rid of some of all this shit that's lying about. Sort of like dig that out so it's centerised, and then I'm gonna replace the fork seals. So I've ordered some new ones off eBay. They've just come today, so those are the bushers for the forks. These are the new fork seals. So I'm going to be fitting them, so I'm going to do a video about that. I've also got a spare pair of calipers that I'm going to be reconditioning. So what I've done the hard bit for now. I've loosened the right, well they, believe it, there look. So I've loosened all these off, as you can see there. So I'm going to redo all that. I'm going to get the pistons out, probably put new pistons in depending on what these look like, and I've got some new connectors there, so I'm going to fabricate a new pipe for that as well, because these often get overlooked. Once them are out, I can put a bleed nipple in, I can put a grease nipple in there and fill it with grease enough, but it should shove the pistons out as well. So we're going to do that, I think. And then what I'm going to do then is I'm going to buy a big tub of traffic film remover. It's called TFR, and I'm going to use that plastic tub as my parts washing bin. I'm limited at the moment electric wise up here because the fucking box keeps blowing for some reason, which is pissing me off, but anyway. So I need to have a sort up here. So once I've got it sorted and I've got the bike in the middle, I shall resume the video, and then we will film taking the fork legs out and stuff like that, and replacing the fork seals. So my next video then is going to be replacing fork seals. Well, this video is about replacing fork seals on a Yamaha Thunderace. So bear with us and we will get cracked on with it. I've had a cold for 3 weeks as well, that's why I sound a bit bunged up. So right, so keep watching. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I've had a bit of a sort around now, dug the bloody bike out, put all the shit down that side. The bike's now in the middle. Move, Dave, move, go on, move. So the bike's now in the middle. So what I can do now is get my little hoist to lift up the front of the bike so that I can get the forks out then. And that's light as well, so it'll just hang on there until I've finished. So I'll get the forks out and then get them on the bench and then we'll start. But before I get the forks out, what I'm going to do is I'll just loosen them. Just give them a twist so they start while they're in the yolks, and let the yolks hold it rather than me putting them in the vise and stuff like that. So we'll do that, and then we'll see how it goes. I might be able to move this bike back a bit further actually, if I can, I think. But anyway, so yeah, so what I'll do is I'll loosen them, loosen that while it's in the yolks, then I'll get the forks out. I'm going to leave the yolks in for now. I'll just slide the fork legs out, and then we'll go from there. Well, what a palaver it was getting that out. Fuck me, man. Anyway, so I loosened the tops just slightly off there, 24mm nut socket, and it's the same socket, fits that 24mm. So what it was, I don't know about every fucking thing I've touched on motorbikes lately has been seized up to hell. That little spacer there, when I was undoing that spacer was also turning round at the same time, and it was seized solid. I've since cleaned that, but there must have been a bit of shit in there or something, and it just wouldn't release the wheel. So what I had to do was piss about undoing the back mudguard on this side, get the spindle as far to the left as I could with my plastic hammer, and then I sort of like twisted the forks out of the way, and then I could slide that fork out then, so the front end was one fork holding the wheel on. So I slid that fork out, and then I could get better access to the wheel then, because I could turn it around whichever direction I wanted to. And I put the mould grips on the other end of that spindle and tried pulling it, and no matter how hard I pulled it, it just wouldn't budge at all. So I had to tap it left and right, literally a millimetre at a time, and each time I did it I just squirted a bit of penetrating oil on. So it's taken me probably a good half an hour, 45 minutes just to get the fucking wheel out, man. What a piss take. Anyway, it's out now. So what I'll do is, so we've got one fork there, look, and I don't know what's happened there, but it's proper fucking mucky. That looks like it's been on bloody fire or something, doesn't it? Anyway, so I've got one fork out now, so what I'll do is I'll do one fork at a time. Oh god, look, the bloody stanchions are pitted there, but you can see the fork seals, look. The dust seals are knackered, so I don't know what the seals are like. But there's pitted on the stanchions there. God. Oh, it pisses me off when people obviously don't look after the fucking bikes. But anyway. Right, tea's ready, so I will carry on tomorrow, because I've no electric in here, so I can't do it overnight. So I'll carry on tomorrow.